Hello, my name is Keith Kulowin, and I'm from reentrycoach.com. Today we're going to talk about how to get a job as an ex-felon within 30 days. Now, am I going to give you a magic bullet? Perhaps, perhaps not. But what I am going to give you is true, honest to goodness value. It's interesting because I remember when I left Lewisburg prison in the mountains of Pennsylvania, it was a cold, uh, sunny day in November. And when I walked out of that parking lot for staring at it for a couple of years, it was the day of glory. It was great. It was interesting. Uh, but I remember the night before I left, there was a good friend of mine, BB. BB said to me, he goes, Keith, you did some great things working in the GED department at Lewisburg. I know you helped guys with resumes and goal setting. Uh, so let me give you some information, or let me give you some advice. And he said, Keith, when you do get out, don't try to catch up. Don't try to catch up for lost time. Just try to fit in. Just try to fit into your family, fit into your new world, fit into being part of society. And when I thought about that, I thought it was kind of strange that he's giving me advice that was so logical. But the reality it is that because it's a very emotional time coming back to the outside, that you do have to just calm down and just try to fit in. Don't try to catch up. And when it comes to employment, employment is an extremely important part of the foundation to your success for reentry. Employment is something obviously your parole officer is going to want, your back wallet is going to want. You're going to want to make money. But you have to be prepared for it, and it has to be a couple step process. Don't get into the idea that as soon as you get out, you're going to find a career. A career is a long process that takes several, perhaps, job movements. What you're going to do is when you first get out within 30 days, you want to be very, very clear on your objective. And that is to get a job, just a job. Nothing more, nothing less. And to get that job, I'd like to see you apply for basic employment. That could be a McDonald's, that could be a Burger King, that could be a maintenance position, sweeping floors. Don't overshoot. I want you to just get into the groove of employment. The goal here is not only to get back to work, but to get back to a routine, a daily routine. You see, when you're inside, your routine is kind of simple. You get up, you have count, you go to breakfast, you go to work, you have count, you go to lunch, you have count, you go back to work, you eat, and then you maybe sit in the TV room or play cards or go lift weights over and over again. That's not going to happen anymore. Those days are gone. They're behind us. What you're going to have now is distractions. So you need to get into a routine. Leave the prison talk and the prison swagger behind you. Don't get into the prison pump, the yo daddy, yo this. Keep your language slow and civil. All right? Always keep improving your resume. Later on, I'll have more video clips on how to deal with the resume. But you should have several resumes, and they should be constantly being up to date. Okay? Also, make a promise to yourself that you're going to get a career, but right now, your objective, your task, is just to get a basic job, to get a basic check. You will have a career, all in time, one step at a time. The first step is just get a basic job. And then, last but not least, we're going to go full circle. Don't try to catch up. Just try to fit in. Because remember, you're going to have a lot of distractions when you get back to home, to the outside. You're going to have computers that you never had before. Unlimited access to television and 168 channels or whatever you have on the dish. You're going to have unlimited access to music. You'll be able to eat what you want when you want. And you'll have friends that want to try to catch up and hear how you're doing. And that's great. And that's all part of the process. But you have to stay focused for those first 30 days. Your job is to get a job. Once you have that job and you have steady employment, now you can start looking at career alternatives and making your next step. For more help or more information, contact us at reentrycoach.com. That's re-entrycoach.com. Thank you. Have a great day.